Rodney Hinton Jr. Now, guys, we've been talking about this case for some time. Honey, he has filed a $25 million lawsuit. Now, I know y'all wondering, like, wait a minute. This is the guy that ran over the police and he is filing a lawsuit. Yes, he has filed a $25 million lawsuit in federal court. And without further ado, let's get into what Rodney is alleging in his lawsuit.
Show of unity. WLWT News 5's Karen Johnson is at the Fallen Officers Police Memorial on the West End with more. Hi, Karen.
Yeah, hey, Ashley. Just 10 days ago, our community lost another officer, Hamilton County Sheriff's Deputy Larry Henderson. And I can tell you, he was on the minds of so many as all fallen officers from around the county were honored and remembered. Hundreds of people first gathered at Fountain Square this morning before walking to the Fallen Officers Memorial across from Cincinnati Police Headquarters. This year, the march carried an even heavier weight. Deputy Henderson's death is still very fresh, and his absence is felt by law enforcement and the community, as well as his family members. His wife, children, and sister were present today as the police community reflected on his life and legacy. His name now added to this wall, etched in stone under other fallen officers. The sheriff acknowledging today is a day to mourn, and it's also a day to celebrate.
As the week passes, we will also celebrate. We will celebrate the service of Larry Henderson, who touched so many, and of each of the officers who have given their lives to service in this great nation and in this Hamilton County and Cincinnati.
And names of all of the fallen officers killed in the line of duty in Hamilton County were read aloud today. Basically a promise from the law enforcement community to their families that they will never be forgotten. Reporting live in the West End, Karen Johnson, WLWT News 5.
Karen, were there other families of the fallen there also?
Yeah, Ashley, I saw relatives and family members of several fallen officers here today, and I just want to share one moment that really touched me. Was after the ceremony was over, I watched Sonny Kim's wife. Sonny Kim was a Cincinnati police officer killed in line of duty. Sonny Kim's wife and Henderson's wife, Lori, they shared a hug, and you could tell it's a bond that they never wished they had, but they are now united through tragedy.
Yeah, a support system. Karen Johnson reporting for us tonight. Thanks so much, Karen. A grand jury handed up new indictments today on a crime that was the first in a series of events that turned deadly for a teenager and that Hamilton County deputy.
And eventually what led to that deputy being killed as well. So it all began with that stolen car and a stolen gun. 3 people were indicted today on new charges. WLWT News' Chris Jacobs has more on the story for us here in studio. Hi, Chris.
Hey, guys. Yeah, so the new indictments today are related to the original crime that set off this deadly chain of events. The new indictments are for 3 people accused of stealing a car and a gun. Jarrell Austin, Sincere Grigsby, and DeAnthony Bullocks are facing 7 charges. Investigators say May 1st, these 3 and 18-year-old Ryan Hinton stole a Kia in Kentucky. The fugitive apprehension squad found it in East Price Hill, and when police walked up to that car, all 4 ran off. So that was captured on body cam, and police say they saw a gun and an officer shot his gun, hitting and killing Ryan Hinton. Police say a stolen gun was found loaded and inside the stolen car. Now, another gun was found outside of the car. The 3 who got away were caught eventually. They were already arraigned on some of the charges. Now, with these new indictments today, they're facing charges of obstructing official business, theft, receiving stolen property, improperly handling a firearm in a vehicle, and having weapons under disability, meaning there was a reason they were not legally allowed to have a gun. So investigators say it was after Ryan Hinton's father saw the body cam where his son was shot to death that he went looking for an officer to get revenge and ran over Deputy Larry Henderson. Chris Jacobs, WLWT News 5.
Chris, thanks so much. Now to some breaking news right now. The man accused of intentionally hitting and killing Deputy Larry Henderson has filed a lawsuit in federal court.
So Rodney Hinton Jr. is seeking $25 million in damages, claiming his civil rights were violated. Hinton is currently being held in the Claremont County Jail after his arrest on May 2nd following the crash near the UC campus. The lawsuit names the state of Ohio, the Cincinnati Police Department, Sheriff Charmaine McCuffey, the Hamilton County Justice Center, and 10 others. The suit claims officers tried to intimidate Hinton in court and violated the 13th and 14th Amendments, among other allegations. Now, so far, officials have not commented on this lawsuit. Also tonight.
Now, if y'all remember, or if you watched any of my earlier videos, you actually saw those officers, and it was a lot. When I say a lot, they actually took up pretty much the entire courtroom. So I can understand why he is suing, because listen, not saying that what happened to that officer was correct, but also the killing of a black child, a black person, is not going, that's not going to continue to happen because people are tired. So unfortunately, if it continues to happen, people are going to take matters into their own hands, as we have already saw this. So the fact of the matter is, them officers stood in that courtroom to intimidate. That's what they did. You didn't need to send the whole damn workforce to the courtroom because they supposed to be on the streets. And guess what? It's been other times when police officers have lost their lives. Do y'all show up like this? Why did you do it? It was unnecessary. It was uncalled for because y'all didn't show up when this kid got killed. You didn't show up. And the story that the police is telling seems to be very untrue, because before they said he pointed a pow at the police. Now they say it was one found in the vehicle. The point of the matter is, unfortunately, because nothing is ever done about the murderous things that happen to Black people by police, this man took matters into his own hands. And it's really sad that he had to do so, because I don't believe he needed to be killed. I mean, based on the footage that we have saw, it seemed like them boys could have been arrested or whatever, but he didn't have to lose his life. And based on what the court is saying, it seemed that some of those guys may have a disability. So, I mean, and then you're shooting and pow-powing people with disabilities. So Rodney Hinton Jr. has filed a $25 million lawsuit in federal court. And y'all know what I hope? I hope that he wins. 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 And frankly, I hope the family sues the police for the killing of the son. Yes, I do hope that.